The coffee is black. The robot is very, very frisky. And I'd like to welcome you to the Sunday, August 3rd edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants. And today I'm going to rant on a model that I spent a considerable amount of time building over the last couple days. It's a Lego Creator Transport Ferry. And what a marvelous model. This is a brand new offering by Lego. I bought mine from Amazon simply because I get free shipping. It's a $49.97 Transport Ferry. It's been out for about 2 weeks now from Lego. 1,279 pieces is the key. It's a long, tedious build, but oh, what fun. I wanted to kind of bring some highlights of the model that I hadn't shown you. First of all, how do these things work? These are based off of designs that were used during the beach landings on Omaha Beach and Normandy Beach during World War II on D-Day. You've probably seen pictures of MacArthur coming ashore on one of those as well in the Philippines. Well, they used them in the Pacific and the Atlantic theaters and European theaters, and even in Sicily. And the craft actually do look strikingly similar. They basically would have a shallow draft on one end and then a deep draft on the other, and they would be able to come right up close to the beach and then plop their thing down, and the tanks and the jeeps would roll off, and then they would commence attacking. Well, currently in Seattle, there's a ferry that looks fairly similar to this. I used to work on an island off the coast of Massachusetts called Nantucket Island, and we had ferries all the time that brought back vehicles. It wasn't quite this sophisticated. On this vehicle, what you do is you drive the vehicle up, and then you close the gate. And see, there's a little thing to close it and a little lock to lock it right there. And then it goes forward, and then at the other end, it plops the ramp down, and then the vehicle drives off. So it goes on the boat one way, and it comes off facing the same way. So there's got to be an opening on each end. Anyhow, this is a very, and I love this. This is not a micro design, by the way. It's, I would call a mini design. No, it's too small for a minifig. See my little minifig? It's just, it's a little too small for the minifig. Matter of fact, the minifig is about, it's quite a bit bigger than the height of the trailer. But it's not micro. It's not micro. The back drop design is it locks. It's self-locking. It's self-locking. This is rather unique. This is on most vessels at sea these days. There are rules that the Coast Guard and international naval organizations have where you have to have escape pods on the boat, and that's what this is. This is an escape pod, so that if the vessel is going to sink, they can all get on this thing, and it's orange so that everybody can see it. So that's really, really neat. It's also kind of cool that they have, it's all clear, and they have two big binocular kind of things on each end. That looks way cool with my my Atom Smasher going in the background. That's really, really cool. The other thing that I didn't show you on my my review, this is an anchor, and it basically is connected to it. You can see it over here. I'm going to open this thing up so you can see it better. See that chain right there? Well, it's meant to be wrapped around there. It's not clear in the manual at all, but if you look on the box, then you'll be able to see it right there. See how they have it wrapped around? So you kind of have to look at the cover of the box to figure that one out. I'm not sure about the flag. I'm sure, I mean, that's the way they have it on the box and everything, but it's kind of an angle, and there's a red flag. One other building tip: they have two flavors of, let me zoom in, see that piece right there? They have the dark gray and the light gray of that same piece, so be advised when you're building it to look for both flavors. I'm not clear if this is empty or it was meant to have a passenger deck there. They clearly made it empty. It might in the commercial arena, they might have an area there where the passengers can go while the boat's floating, but of course this model does not have them. Uh-oh. I get, you know, he didn't flop. Sometimes he just plops down dead. It's one of the better models that I've ever built. And I would say, let me say one more thing about this model. Yeah, it's fairly expensive. I think it was like $69, $70, I'm not sure. This one here is going to be one of those kind of models that is going to be a collector's item. And I think over time there's going to be not that many sold, and it will be a rare item, and it'll probably fetch a high value on eBay. It's just one of those items that it's more expensive, and they probably won't sell as many, and so consequently, it's a fine model, so it's probably going to be a collector's item at some time in the future. I would highly recommend everybody, young and old, male and female, to go out and get one of these while you can. One more thing I want to show you, mention to you, is those are, let me take one off, those are actually a part that I never saw. It's kind of like a little miniature caster. Maybe they made it special for this model, but they you know, they fit right in there, and then it rotates. It's a really neat concept. I'm not going to try to get it back in. Anyhow, Bill in Red and a sleepy robot wish for you and yours a wonderful Sunday ahead. And I say sayonara, friends. Sayonara.